Hey, 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 what's up, YouTube? And today we here with another motherfucking video. Today we're gonna be watching how do rich people spend their billions of millions. I wanna know. I think when I become a billionaire or millionaire, whenever that happens, it is gonna happen though. I think I'm not gonna be spending my money on some dumbass shit like fucking dumb stuff, just dumb stuff. You know, rich people just buy stuff just to buy it. Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll never know. We'll see when that day comes. But let's hop right into the video.
Like and subscribe right now, or the spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
How do rich people spend their billions of millions? When you're worth more than $1 billion, life is just, well, it's awesome.
Ew.
You don't have to worry about your next meal or how much you have to spend on your next suit. Life just becomes your personal playground. Heck, who wouldn't want to be able to buy some of the craziest toys in the world? So prepare to be blown away because you won't believe some of the ridiculous splurges that these billionaires have spent on different things. From art to furniture to a freaking newspaper, here are the 10 most jaw-dropping buys by billionaires around the world. Number 10, Steve Cohen's
I still got that
14-foot
net
preserved shark.
problem. So if anybody know any thing to get rid of gnats, please let me know. Oh my god, these gnats is getting on my fucking nerves.
Compared to what the hedge fund manager Steve Cohen splashed a whole fortune on. Mr. Cohen must have been super bored back in 2004 because he decided to buy what just might be the world's most unique piece of contemporary art in the world. The guy bought a 14-foot tiger shark that had been preserved in a concoction of alcohol and formaldehyde for a mind-blowing $12 million. Not 12,000, but $12 million. First purchased in 1992 for $93,000 by art maestro Charles Saatchi, Cohen decided to add this exquisite piece of art to his collection of absurdly expensive things I own. In the art industry, this expensive shark is called the physical impossibility of death in the mind of someone.
Why do you buy shit
More than
like
a decade later, Saatchi cashed out for a reported $12 million. All things considered,
$12 million. You know what I could do with $12 million?
That day. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it.
I better
It
get my
really
luck,
works.
motherfucker.
Number 9, Larry Ellison's Hawaiian Island, $300 million. When you're filthy rich and have billions in your name, even the most spectacular mansion with all the luxuries in the world isn't enough. No, when billionaires go house shopping, the thought of buying an island isn't a fantasy, it's a reality. In 2012, Oracle founder Larry Ellison decided he needed more space than your average Joe and decided to splurge a whopping $300 million to call 90,000 acres of Hawaiian paradise in the island of Lanai his own. The home, or shall we say secluded paradise, has 2 Four Seasons resorts and a freaking town with a population of 3,200 people. Now that's weird. So how much does it cost to rent a night on Ellison's paradise in Hawaii? Well, if you don't flinch at the idea of splashing a measly $21,000 a night, then you might just be one of Ellison's guests for the evening. Number 8, William Koch's Billy the Kid photo,
$300 million?
$2.3 million. William Koch is not your average rich guy. In fact, he might just be one of the few reclusive billionaires who hardly make it on your local news. Or even in those pompous magazines that like to rank rich people and give you a whole lot of PTSD. You might have heard of the Koch brothers, more specifically Charles and David Koch, a rich billionaire duo that is the mastermind behind the Koch Industries empire. But they have another brother, William Koch, who is just as wealthy. I guess making billions runs in the family, huh? Just like his brothers, William is a big-time fanatic of Wild Wild West stories. So much so that in 2011, he decided to splash a jaw-dropping $2.3 million to purchase one of the most exalted gems of the genre, an authentic photograph of the legendary outlaw, Billy the Kid. In fact, it is the only authentic photograph of the infamous bad boy in the entire world. Number 7, Bill Gates' scientific scribbles by
that's an
Leonardo da
investment.
Vinci. $30 million.
Because he could always sell
When
it.
you compare the
Somebody else
legendary
would buy it.
Leonardo da Vinci to Microsoft founder Bill Gates, there are
So that's
some
really not
similarities,
too
right?
dumb on what he paid for.
Okay, we're just joshing around. One thing's for sure though, Gates is a big admirer of the Italian genius that lived during the Renaissance era. In 1994, Gates splashed a staggering $30.8 million just to call the Codex Leicester, a 72-page manuscript that was compiled by Da Vinci, his own. The manuscript was written in the early 16th century, and it was complete with
Leonardo
everything
da
from
Vinci.
sketches, concepts for
I
future
remember in
inventions,
school we used to have to
writings,
read that
and
shit.
master polymath diagrams. Talk about having an important piece of Renaissance history sitting in your house. Number 6, Prince Hans Adam II's fancy furniture, $36 million. When you're royalty, money comes easy. Yes, the right family name can
Money
ensure
definitely
you
come
live
easy.
comfortably for the rest of your life. Oh, and also spend handsomely on whatever you desire. In 2004, Prince Hans Adam II, ruler of the tiny nation of Liechtenstein, splashed a jaw-dropping $36 million on a piece of furniture that you probably won't find in your local store. Pardon me, but $36 million for a piece of furniture? Well, that's just
$36
absurd.
million
The
for a
piece
piece
of
of
furniture in
furniture.
question is a Florentine ebony piece commonly known as the badminton cabinet. It's showered with all kinds of precious stones, such as amethyst quartz,
I know
agate,
I'm
and
not
lapis
talking much
lazuli.
because
The piece
I recorded
was so
7 videos a
expensive
day.
that when
I'm
the prince
tired.
bought it broke its
Them
own
reactions
record.
got me
The
tired,
badminton cabinet
man.
was already the world's priciest piece of furniture, initially being sold in 1990 for a mind-bending $16.59 million. Wow,
What the
I
fuck,
guess
bro?
Europeans really love their furniture, huh? Number 5, Carlos Slim's Museum in Mexico, $800 million. There are two types of people in this world. Those who buy art collections, and those who own the museums that have these art collections. Which type of person are you? Wait, don't answer that. It might just want to make you cry yourself
Neither.
to sleep. Anyway, moving on. In 2011, this Mexican multi-billionaire decided to spend an astonishing $800 million on the Museo Samaya, a
damn.
6-story metallic and windowless art museum that's dedicated to showcasing his legendary collections. To date, Mr. Slim has collected more than 65,000 art pieces from around the world, including art
damn.
pieces worth millions of dollars from his homeland Mexico and also from Europe. Number 4, Maxim Viktorov's violin, $3.92 million. The year is 2008.
$3.92
An audience of
million
decadence
for a
watches in
violin.
anticipation as one of the rarest instruments on earth plays music for the first time in over 70 years. The audience in question consisted of the creme de la creme of Moscow society,
That shit do
including
look
reclusive
raw, though.
billionaire Maxim Viktorov. The wealthy lawyer was an avid collector of violins and had just purchased
You can tell
one
his
of
hand
only
cracked.
150 surviving violins made by 18th century musician Giuseppe Garneri del Gesù for a staggering $3.92 million.
Damn.
They are no doubt some of the most prized violins in the world, and owning one shows just how comfortable you are with spending millions on art pieces. Number 3,
How
Jocelyn
comfortable they are.
Wildenstein's plastic surgery.
Like, ew,
$4
like,
million.
every time I look at this,
At the height of her
it's like,
popularity,
ew,
Swiss
what the
socialite and
fuck?
multi-millionaire
Why do you
Jocelyn
get that?
Wildenstein would splash
How is that
extravagantly
even
on some
cute
of the
to
most
you?
shocking expeditions in the world. In fact, at one point, she was known to have hunted with a Saudi arms dealer, explored a large part of southern Africa, dated a controversial European filmmaker, and also awarded more than $2.5 billion in one of the most unnerving divorces in modern history. But as we can clearly see, her true passions lied in her face. Quite literally. While she might be in her 70s, she has undergone more plastic surgeries than we can count. In fact, she's been the subject of criticism and caution to young girls that obsessive and excessive surgery can have detrimental effects both physically and financially. It is believed the aging star had spent close to $4 million on plastic surgery
$4 million on
alone.
plastic surgery. What the fuck?
And now we've come to the best pick of the day. If you were filthy rich, would you get yourself a golden toilet? Well, it's well
Hell
known that
no.
some billionaires prefer to use gold toilets when going for a bathroom break. As for the toilet roll made purely of dollars, we're not so sure about that. Number 2, Elon Musk's car submarine, $1 million.
That's tough.
Tech billionaire Elon Musk must be loving life. With the recent successful launch and return of the Dragon capsule, we're pretty sure this tech whiz will celebrate by splashing on something extravagant. Well, he's done it before, right? In 2013, the SpaceX and Tesla founder splurged a whopping $1 million to own the Lotus Esprit car from the blockbuster James Bond film
I'm
The
tired,
Spy Who
bro.
Loved Me. According to reports,
tough, though.
Musk blew the equivalent of almost $1 million to purchase the vehicle, which he had always admired since he first watched the movie as a child. Interestingly, Musk had vowed to himself when he was a kid that he would one day buy that car, which goes to show that your dreams are valid, no matter how crazy they sound. That being said, the original car was found in a storage shed that a random junk collector had bought for $100 back in 1989. Now he's the real MVP in all of this. Number 1,
Bro,
Jeff
right.
Bezos' newspaper, $250 million. Jeff Bezos has come under a lot of scrutiny in the media lately for making massive amounts of money, while the conditions of his staff at Amazon remain largely unchanged. Well, whatever your position on the guy might be, one thing's for certain: he surely knows how to spend his millions. In 2013, Bezos decided he wanted to purchase a unique piece of American history, the Washington Post, one of the most coveted American newspapers famous for dismantling an entire presidency, was sold by the Graham family to Bezos for a whopping $250 million.
I'm
The deal was so unexpected
tired,
that
bro.
the Wall Street Journal referred to it as an out-of-the-blue
I used to work for
deal.
this fucker.
3 years later, Bezos even admitted that he
Don't
did
give a
not
fuck
do
about
due
us.
diligence on the deal and simply accepted the first offer that was thrown his way by the Grahams. But as the richest man on the planet, $250 million is quite a small dent in his massive fortune, don't you think? But with that being said, which of these billionaires do you think went a little cuckoo with what they bought? Let us know in the comment section down below.
Alright, that's the end of the video. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we out. Peace.